Okay, guys, Manchester United 2, Leeds United 2. Let's go. Hey, salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan Malaysia. Yes, there are comments in the live comments saying that, hey, mana JomUnited ni professional lah sikit. Wait, okay.
Must be Smurfs.
I'm sorry. We just
bukan.
came off from our TikTok live, alright? So this is something that we will be doing. Hopefully daily, alright. We'll be going live on TikTok every day from 9:30 p.m. lah, alright? Just for a short period of time lah, right? For maybe 10 to 20 minutes and whatnot. We'll be talking about Manchester United like usual. Okay, so
Sujay is paid by Smurfs, is it?
Sorry?
Sujay is paid by Smurfs, is it?
No lah. Smurf different. Smurf is lagi lah. Okay, so anyway, guys, all right. Let's dive into it. Manchester United versus Leeds, all right. So, Doc, my question to you today, all right, is the comeback. Not to say the comeback, is the bounce of having a new manager a real thing?
Yeah, I mentioned this before, right? Every time there's a new manager, I think players are always ready to give off their best because it's a new, fresh start for them as well, right? So to make sure that they're in the starting lineup or in the thoughts of the new manager. And we've seen this many times. I think Aston Villa as well, we had a problem.
Unai Emery, yeah.
Yeah, Unai Emery. And it's not only this season, few seasons as well. Every time they have a new manager, we struggle. But I think yesterday, again, happy that we came back from 2 goals down to draw the game. I think it's a fantastic comeback. But somehow it just feels like, again, 2 points dropped.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we got a comment here by Sunny. Every day, yes, we'll be trying this. We'll be trying this out every day. So for those out there who's not aware, we have a TikTok account. So just join us, JomUnited, the same spelling, the same shebang. Okay, but you'll be more laid back and whatnot, right? Okay, Brian Lee, Leeds no manager, but they got Chris Amos, and also Ralph Rangnick.
What do you mean Leeds had no manager? They had 3 managers yesterday. Didn't they have 3 people?
Ralph Rangnick was the main one. He was the main man. There was no way that you guys, right, who watched the game and woke up 4 a.m., right, you cannot deny the fact that the goals that they scored was gegen pressing. All right, that was textbook gegen pressing. We couldn't even pass out of our back in the first minute. Come on, man. That was like quite shambolic in a way. I don't know whether the players are tired or what. Do you think, Doc, that, I don't know, maybe we are playing too many games, every 3 days we play a game. Maybe the players are tired physically and of course mentally. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's, what, Dom? I just have this feeling, we've been winning our home games recently. Okay, so we start in a very confident mood. And there was a time where teams used to come and attack us, even at Old Trafford. We were that bad at home, right? Now we've become a fortress again. So a lot of teams sit back at the beginning. And I think maybe that's why we took it a little bit easy at the beginning. And suddenly Leeds came at us immediately. They came pressing. And somehow I think our back four is as comfortable as they look playing out from the back when there's no pressure. When they are pressured, they tend to screw up. They're still not really so confident to play out the back. De Gea included, by the way. Okay,
before you say, yesterday when they were actually playing from the back, we are not talking about usually they pass to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and whatnot. They were doing it a few times. They were actually doing it a few times. And then we can actually see, right, moving on as we go further down to the game, we stopped doing that. What we tried to do, we went back to the Ole way of playing. We were doing long balls and stuff like that. Rafael Varane was doing a few of that. So yeah, maybe I can agree with you in the sense the confidence level, right, under pressure, it's it's not really there yet, the confidence and whatnot, when there's a certain pressure from the opponents. Okay, so Jai, okay, selamat datang. Walaupun kita dah lewat sikit, kita dah kena kecam daripada penonton JomUnited yang mengatakan kita tak professional. Okay, so professional, kita nak tanya you okay. Professional players semalam daripada 0-2, kita kembali lagi. Okay, kalau kita ni di bawah manager yang sebelum ni you rasa kita boleh buat performance macam ni?
No actually kan, kalau macam semalam saya pernah cakap kita punya momentum game semalam, kalau nak ikutkan, kita dah tahu Leeds United dengan manager baru, kita dengan masalah kita punya midfield, Casemiro tak ada, and then kembalinya Prime Fred yang membuat segala-galanya yang kita tahu sebelum ni, dia kembali kepada asal dia balik. So luckily lah, memang kita bernasib baik. Kita punya, sebenarnya kalau nak ikutkan overall game, kita ada chance untuk leading sebenarnya. Tapi banyak chance yang kita tak dapat terjemahkan sebagai gol. So for me, kita bernasib baik lah. Game tadi semalam kita sangat bernasib baik. Kita boleh come back. Tetapi ini pun atas kebijaksanaan Erik ten Hag jugalah. Sebab mungkin cara struktur dan cara dia menukar pemain, jadi ada orang kata lebih kurang ada apa panggil lebih kurang ada cara taktikal dan kena dengan masternya untuk kita dapat gol penyamaan tu. Itu yang I nampak game semalam.
Okay, Doc, one of the main thing I think even Jai mentioned okay, our midfield how important is Casemiro to our team? Okay, the transformation that we see, right? The improvements that we see, the confidence of us fans saying that we can challenge for the title, we can get top 4, whereby early on in the season before Casemiro go in, we were saying that we are gone case already this season. How important, how crucial is it having Casemiro? And also the double-edged sword, without Casemiro, right? How quickly we can actually revert back to the old United.
Yeah, I think we've been saying this for a while, right? We are basically one Casemiro, and I think Raj is famous for this tagline. We're just one Casemiro injury away from a bad season. But I think the worst part about the last few games is we are missing both Casemiro and Eriksen. Eriksen also brings that sort of calmness in the center. You see, when he's playing in the center midfield, right, he hardly loses the ball. And teams that sit back, or even the teams that are pushing, he's very key to our attacking strategy, right? Whether it's for deep lying teams or as a counter attacking unit. So together yesterday we had both our key midfielders missing. Sabitzer is really brand new, and we've seen how Ten Hag actually likes to bet players in before giving them a starting berth. But yesterday his hands are tight. And Fred yesterday had a bad game because he's been playing together with Casemiro, and Casemiro has been sweeping up everything behind him, allowing him to bomb forward. Yesterday he had to contribute defensively, and he was pretty poor. So I think the problem yesterday was our midfield, because it was a lot of times we were very empty. Leeds were just cutting through the center at will, right? And I spoke about this as well previously. I think the key thing about Casemiro is his reading of the game is superb, and he breaks up play in the opponent's half itself, intercepts the ball there, up high in their attacking third of the pitch, right? And that allows us to counter-attack very quickly as well. And he can also thread this kind of true passes. So yesterday we were totally missing that. So at ease, Leeds were breaking through our center. But that being said, I think there were a few non-performers, Weghorst being one of them, Fred being another.
The guy with the number one jersey. Sell the number one fella lah.
Somehow I knew this is a comeback. Any goal he concedes now is like sell the number one player. Nonsense.
He should have covered the near post better lah. David De Gea, let's be honest lah. Let's be honest. Call a spade, all right? He should have covered the near post better lah. All right, in my humble opinion, especially for maybe the second goal lah. Right,
but the second goal deflected, right? Because that cross was actually coming. So he was actually moving towards.
I think if he was closer to the near post, I think he would have done something about it.
Yeah, but he was trying to intercept the cross, and he got deflected. That's just bad luck, lah. Varane, that he had to.
Everything also blame bad luck, lah.
No, I didn't blame Varane. Right? I said Varane had to put.
Varane, Varane is bad luck. De Gea is a shambolic performance.
Shambolic is the guy who's okay, never mind. I shall not go there.
Okay, Sujay mentioned Varane, DDG, and Delo were playing monkey and caused us the first goal. Okay, Adam Cole mentioned goals that will be considered this morning was from individual errors.
I agree. From individual brilliance to individual errors.
Omar Ashraf, Fred is Fred. What do you expect? Justin Sean, if we swap goalkeeper last time, we would have more. I think Justin Sean is an understudy of admin Pijala. The guy now is damn batu api day. Like serious day, you damn batu api serious way. But that is very entertaining, serious. It's all fun. As long as you don't mention Anthony Martial. Okay, you mentioned Anthony Martial, gone, cut.
Right? But Mesli also, I think, was at fault for at least the second goal.
Who, sorry?
The Leeds keeper, he was also at fault for the second goal.
Okay. All right. Brian Lee mention Weghorst a bit redundant. Okay, ini soalan I nak tanya Jai lah. Okay, dalam banyak Mas Ami posisi yang kita sekarang kurang, banyak orang cakap striker lah, position nombor 9, alright. Banyak orang yang mengatakan bahawa Weghorst tu padu, okay, boleh mengambil alih tugas berat, memikul tanggungjawab nombor 9 daripada Anthony Martial. Okay, orang kata Martial sampai I tak nak, I dah segan, dah muak saya dengar setiap hari. So, apa pendapat you? Performance Weghorst semalam?
Weghorst sebelum ni dia main dengan tim mana?
Dia Burnley tapi dia pergi yang tim Turki tu, apa nama I tak tahulah apa nama.
So adakah kita kena expect yang Weghorst ni macam Haaland ataupun Anthony Martial? Adakah kita perlu expect Weghorst tu sebagai level sama macam tu? Tidak. Sebab kita pun tahu Weghorst Burnley yang ambil, lepas tu Turki punya tim yang ambil. Dia bukannya duduk dengan level striker yang sebab dia loan 6 bulan. Kita tak boleh expect dia boleh pergi lebih. Yes, dia memang international Netherlands punya player, betul. Tetapi untuk English Premier League, kita kena tengok dia punya level dia. Dan sebenarnya pada Erik Ten Hag gunakan dia, yes, memang dia perlukan jaringkan gol, tetapi kita kena tengok apa kerja yang dia buat daripada first half sampai second half. And then kalau kita nak tengok game Manchester United, kita punya left wing dengan right wing semua masuk dalam, tak ada buat crossing. Kalau ada crossing pun mungkin Dalot ataupun Shaw. Tetapi you tengok game semalam, kita tengok game semalam, berapa banyak crosses untuk Weghorst? Tak ada. Mungkin ada satu dua lah mungkin.
Game sebelum ni kita boleh nampak Weghorst juga kan. Okay, dia Mamat ni memang expectation kita kurang lah daripada dia. Memang kita tahu dia Burnley, pergi Turkey Premier League ke apa. Tapi Mamat ni kita tak boleh menafikan professional footballer, okay? Professional footballer. So memang dia mesti daripada berbanding dengan kita yang sepak bola, dia memang ada 1-2 level yang lagi tinggi kan. Dan dia juga tinggi tau. Okay, 6 kaki 7 inci ke apa tak tahulah, tapi memang tinggi gila lah. Okay, kalau kita ada ketinggian macam tu, I mean of course game semalam maybe kurang lah, tapi game sebelum ni ada crosses yang masuk tapi dia tak menjaringkan gol yang menggunakan header punya aerial challenge, dia kurang sikit tau. Mungkin dia macam gopoh sikit ke, takut sikit ke, dia macam McTominay, dia macam tak fleksibel sikit.
Dom. Kalau striker, even siapa lah, striker ke, even Rashford ke, Sancho ke, diorang kalau firm, first chance dia dah boleh score. Kalau firm. Tapi ada setengah striker ataupun yang duduk forward ni, dia mungkin 1, 2, 3 baru boleh dia score. Chances. So dekat sini, kita bukan, contohlah, kita bukan nak dibandingkan dengan striker-striker English Premier League yang ada sekarang macam Haaland, dapat bola je terus score. This is a football bro. Football. So, mungkin Weghorst 1-2 chance, 3 chance baru gol. Tapi masalahnya bila 1-2 chance dia tak dapat bola crosses. So dekat sini, kalau kita nak comparekan dengan Martial, striker, dia in out. Dia bawa bola terus masuk. Itu bezanya Martial dengan Weghorst. Ini bukan nak mengampu, tapi ini perbezaan dia.
Pendapat you. Ini soalan.
Dah lupa lah bagaimana Martial main.
So, Martial lagi padu daripada Weghorst untuk you lah.
Yes.
Oh, yes, terbaik. Itu saya nak dengar. Itu saja sebenarnya. Okay. Kita tambahkan Tapi Dom, kalau tahun ni dia tak bagus, kita jual Martial. Okay, Hanif
kalau
cakap Martial tu boleh jual dah dekat 5 season makan gaji free sebab asyik injured. Bukan 5 season injured lah, baru sekarang injured lah bro. Jangan macam ni. Saya sakit hati lah kalau macam ni. Okay, so
Martial got another flower, this time RIP.
flower. Okay, so question back to Doc. Alright, so the question is, one of the tactical things that actually Erik Ten Hag did, right? A lot of United fans, they're questioning his decision of playing Garnacho on the left instead of Rashford, and then putting Rashford on the right. Okay, which is not, he hasn't really been performing on the right lah, Rashford. So what's your take on that?
Firstly, I agree with you. Rashford's best position is still coming in from the left. But you can see now he's also slowly starting to adapt to a centre forward position. Now, my next point is all our wingers, our so-called wingers, all are better from the left side. Sancho is better from the left side. Garnacho is better from the left side. Probably the only guy who's, and I put this in inverted commas, right, better from the right side would be Anthony lah, because he's coming from the right, right? So I think that's why Ten Hag went with Rashford on the right. Also considering that when he played for England, he played on the right, which he was actually quite decent, right? And he's a player in form. So I think he thought he could adapt him. Although I agree with you that it is probably taking him out of his best position, but I wouldn't put a blame on ETH in this one lah. In this one, definitely not lah, because he has to play around with what he has, right?
Maybe why not make the change earlier? Maybe start off maybe Sancho. I don't know, with the combination of Sancho instead of Weghorst. The Weghorst wasn't really performing at one. Why not start Rashford straight in the number 9 position so he can score the tap-in goals like you always mentioned?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Again, I said I didn't always mention that. I said recently because some people say he's not number 9, cannot play in the striker position. Some people are the guy sitting on this side lah. But anyway, probably because there's no other. We're having a lack of wingers, right? So we have to play him on the wing, and I think that's why they went with Weghorst in the center. Yeah, but I would think that he's still better on the left, but the problem is there was nobody to fill in the right. And if we probably didn't have our midfielders injured, then they would have probably played Bruno on the right. So again, I think in this case, that was the best decision he could make. And probably Sancho would have made a good player to come in the right as well. But you know how ETH does, he eases them back in, right? So even Sancho is coming now in a bit part role, and he doesn't like to throw them straight in.
Okay, Josh mentioned Weghorst need a support striker. Play Rashford with him in a 4-4-2. What support?
Hey, he's very busy pressing lah. His job description is to press.
Just press and be invisible.
Just press. Actually, the problem with Weghorst is what? He's too busy pressing. He's not getting into the centre forward positions. He's not getting into right positions.
Mind you, yesterday, I know I might sound like a Weghorst hater lah, macam kecam Weghorst kan, but he gave me, glimpses of Lukaku where his poor first touch, literally like Lukaku. That was Lukaku, dude. He was
how dare you make fun of the GOAT from 2017?
Okay, so Jai, I think the next game kita punya game ialah hari Ahad tu, kita akan bertemu lagi, menentang lagi Leeds, tapi kali ni kat Ellen Road. Okay, so kalau you ialah Erik ten Hag, atau apa you rasa Erik ten Hag akan buat, sama ada dia akan mengekalkan lagi formation starting first 11 atau dia akan membuat perubahan. Kalau dia buat perubahan, apa perubahan yang dia patut buat?
Kalau kita tengok semalam game antara Leeds United dengan MU, first goal tu kalau tak silap I daripada belah Dalot, right? Betul, Dalot. So untuk next game Dalot dengan Anthony injured. Walaupun Anthony dia suka spin atau buat skill, then dia buat macam-macam hal, tetapi dalam kerja untuk buat defensif dia buat tau. Itu yang bagusnya Anthony dengan apa yang ada semalam. Macam contoh semalam Rashford, dia tak buat kerja defensif. Dia belah kanan kan, tapi dia tak buat kerja defensif. So for me, kalau Anthony dapat main untuk Leeds United next game, Anthony boleh main, dan Dalot mungkin kita keluarkan ganti Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Walaupun Aaron Wan-Bissaka sekarang dah banyak improvement, tetapi dari segi defensif dia bagus. Itu yang patut sekarang, sebab kalau kita tengok game Leeds semalam, dia punya pressing sangat tinggi. Sebab tu dia dapat gol awal. First minute dia dah dapat gol awal. So dekat sini dia punya pressing dengan manager yang caretaker yang baru, ex MU juga. So kena ada perubahan dari segi defend dan midfield. Dah tentu kalau midfield Fred tak boleh main, tapi kalau kita tengok kat luar, siapa yang ada untuk sekarang? Sebab Spizzer memang betul, Spizzer bagus, tapi dia belum boleh adapt dengan English Premier League. Yes, boleh main, tetapi untuk kerja Casemiro, siapa? Kita kena tengok kat luar. Tapi kalau Fred memang kena tukar. So kita kena gunakan Iqbal. Maybe Iqbal. Tapi dia punya risiko sangat tinggi lah sebab Iqbal muda lagi. Player muda. So sama ada kena guna Fred ataupun still kita kena ambil risiko guna Iqbal. Midfield memang kena tukar.
Okay. Comment, Omar Ashraf, don't frust lah kawan. Eric Ten Hag already exceed expectation. Last season we can't even win at Old Trafford, but we had an outstanding away record.
You said
one
it.
of the greatest manager. Supposedly he's supposed to have an EPL title under his belt. The great Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Alright.
But remember at the time when we had the away record, there were people who said that no point having the away record if we don't win anything, right? So same applies for here. How come we have a different law for ETH?
Because he's bald. Weghorst is the real disappointment. Okay, Omar, mesti kena ubah. Guna Fred memang kalah lah. Okay, Dave.
But what are the options we have, Dom, at the moment?
Wait,
Ericsson.
let me just run through the comments, then I will just share with you my take on that. Okay, Dave Xiong, if Field Weghorst, please support him with more crosses. Otherwise, waste a player on the pitch. But he has to be in the right position, right spot to receive the headers, or else what's the point? I think he's like over forcing himself to commit to to track back, to play deep when he can't actually do that, and whatnot. And then he will leave the place vacant. If you want to play deep, you got to make sure that your link up play is up on par. I'm not saying that Martial is what, but Martial is good at that. He plays deep, but with a purpose. He can link up with other players. Well, Weghorst, when he plays deep, he's lost. He gives up the space whereby the crosses should actually go in and whatnot. So that's my take on that. Okay, what else? Okay. We should use Weghorst like how Jose Mourinho used Fellaini those days. That was like plan B lah, plan B, which always will give us a goal lah.
No, but Fellaini was very good at that. He's dominant in the air. This guy is not even in the position. Don't you think it's funny? And I think we passed this comment yesterday also, right? It's damn funny how after he left, all the crosses were coming in because there were people making those runs. He was never in the box for those kind of crosses. That's the problem.
Tambah sikit boleh? Tambah sikit.
Sebelum tu, Adam Gu cakap kalau Jai adalah ETH, Jai sendirilah main kat midfield. Sila. Okay, sila. Jai, tambah.
Kalau nak cerita pasal Weghorst lah kan, kita boleh tengok yang lepas punya macam CR7 ada tak dapat swap daripada midfield kiri, midfield kanan, winger kiri, winger kanan. So dekat sini, you letak macam mana pun, yang boleh adapt sekarang, Anthony Martial lah.
Please see Brian's comments.
Martial
this is the best one so far.
Hospital KL, Colombia and Asunta Hospital. That was
the best one so far.
If I could give you a rose, I would on TikTok. Okay, you go on TikTok. Okay, so I think maybe we'll just run through the lineup assuming that if we are Eric Ten Hag or we predict the changes that Eric Ten Hag will do. Right? So Doc, maybe we start with you. Your back five, who are you going to put for the game against?
I think probably the only change would be AWB back for Dalo . I would probably try to keep AWB as starting first and Dalo to ease his way back in. He looked a little bit rusty yesterday. But other than that, I think the other back part, the 3 or the 4 already picked themselves lah.
Okay, Jai,
Varane, Martinez and Shaw.
I still kekalkan back 4, tapi Dalot memang kena tukar dengan Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ya. Okay, tapi kalau ada midfield lain.
Okay, Alpha cakap we are on track to get top 4 by the end of the season. Okay, so which brings us back my back 5 lah. Okay, goalkeeper, we got no choice. We only got one reliable keeper lah, right? Tom Heaton. Okay lah, David De Gea. Okay, serious. David De Gea. Okay, David De Gea. Okay, right back, I'll put Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Okay, because I think defensive, I think he's better. All right, at the moment now, and then also he's not rusty. And moving forward, we can definitely see an improvement. Crosses is improving lah, but it's not quite there yet. But then moving forward, we can actually see some kind of improvement, the modern type of wingbacks that we like lah. Okay, for the centre back, right, I will put Luke Shaw in the left centre back. Right, I will put Rafael Varane. On the left, I'll put Tyrell Malacia. Why? I want to clear up the spot whereby we put Martinez as our CDM. I think of all the, of course we are saying that we need to remove Fred and whatnot, right? I think even Jai cakap nak masukkan Iqbal, but I would rather we we do that. We put Martinez as the CDM. Then the option of the box-to-box role, we can actually put Sabitzer. I think Sabitzer is a damn good player. He's a damn good player. From the glimpses that we see, actually, right? I think if you don't really have to focus too much about the defensive duties in the midfield, we can see the best of him. All right, so I would actually do that, and I will put Bruno as the how to say, the number 10 position. Okay, so maybe Doc, you continue with you the midfield. Who would you put?
I was actually thinking of, because for me, I would keep Martinez. This is my personal opinion, of course. I would keep Martinez in the centre back because he's immense there, Dom. I mean, you've seen the last few games, right? He has single-handedly blocked or saved so many attempts on goal. So I would personally keep him there. But what I would probably do is, since it's an away game, I would strengthen the midfield by putting an extra player inside there. So I would go with a 4-3-3 instead of a 4-2-3-1 per se, right? So I would actually put the midfield three of Sabitzer, Fred, and Bruno. So Sabitzer playing the center role and flanked by Bruno and Fred, which give them a little bit more sort of impetus to go forward. I think Fred is a little bit better when he's going forward and doesn't have to worry about the defensive role. And I think Sabitzer, from what I see, he can do a little bit of a defensive role and he can set those passes through from slightly deeper position. So I would probably do that, because the problem is yesterday we had the midfield two, and Leeds their midfielders, those Americans, and they did it in the World Cup as well. They were running all over the place. They are very speedy. They are small and they're speedy, and they really got through a midfield. So I would just put an extra midfielder inside there.
And then, mind you, they have been playing together since 12 years old or something like that, the two midfields. So, chemistry, regardless of their quality, the chemistry is there. So, Jai, macam mana dengan you? Midfield, siapa you akan letak kat midfield?
Kalau I, Fred memang akan letak lah. Kalau ni, cuma Spitzer dengan Lindelof. Kalau nak letak Maguire terlalu berat untuk midfield. Tetapi Lindelof, I rasa kita boleh cubalah sebab kita dah pernah cuba 10 minit before. So why not Spitzer main dengan Lindelof, belah kanan Jadon Sancho, and then belah kiri bukan Pelestri, Rashford.
Nombor 9 Weghorst jugalah.
Yes, Weghorst. Kita tak ada striker yang boleh target, yang memang dia tak score tetapi dia ada buat kerja lain, defensif, target man, kan. Mungkin itu yang kita ada pun sebenarnya. Kita tak ada choice untuk striker. So if kita kena guna Weghorst.
If I can buka soalan kepada kawan-kawan kat live to question the live viewers. Alright, do you think there's any chance that Erik ten Hag will maintain the first 11 as similar one as we played this morning? Okay, just a comment from you guys Right, okay, and then this is a very, very good comment. I agree. Combination of Casemiro plus Sabitzer may be better than Casemiro plus Eriksen. I truly believe, I really see that potential in that guy, man. In this, he looks like Salt Bay, Salt Bay. But yeah, like seriously, we can. I mean, for me personally, right? I think there's a potential there because again, Eriksen, yes, as how good he is, he can't play a full 90. You can actually see towards the end of games and whatnot, right? His fitness levels actually drops and whatnot. So and then plus he don't really help much with the defensive duty. So I think Sabitzer, right? If he is on form, I think he can actually be. I mean, when he gels with the team, he can actually be better than Eriksen. He will be a better fit than Frankie de Jong. I'm saying it now. He's a better fit than Frankie de Jong. If he performs, buy him. Forget about Frankie de Jong. Save the money. Although we'll be super rich next season. Okay, Edric, Casemiro and Sabitzer duo memang power. Yes, tak sabar I nak tengok lah. Hopefully, I mean, this will be the Newcastle the finals of the Carabao Cup right? That hopefully we can see this combination. Hopefully Sabitzer get this balance 2 more games under his belt, and then he learn quick, learn fast, adapt quickly, and we can see the best of our midfield all right. Okay, Syed mentioned fancy Lindelof as CDM. Okay, Doc, maybe Jai probably agreed with this statement. So Doc, what do you think? CDM, Lindelof.
For me, I personally think not why? And I know he's played this role before and things like that, right? But I think the way we line up now, our CDM is really critical. Somebody who can really intercept play, and set our three forwards out. Because our forwards, if you look at it, right, we are more of a possession but more counter-attacking team, and we need that. That's why the role of Casemiro is very, very important. I think number one, although he's played that role, he's not played it for many years. Okay, to put him there now would be something of a luxury. Okay, and you need to also put it there in training, get them ready for that role, then go in. Otherwise, he's going to be lost and will be overrun in midfield again. So personally, I wouldn't. Martinez, maybe Martinez, because he's got a range of passing when he plays there. But
exactly.
the problem with him is, right, he will weaken our. He is key to our defense, Martinez. That
How about Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw in centre back. Luke Shaw in centre back. His cameo performance, I think, for that 2-3 games, he was fantastic. Pretty much the pace and whatnot is there. The reading of the game was there. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, if you look at the last few games alone, right, Martinez has been immense at centre back, and he's the one that I wouldn't. And the understanding he has with Varane is very decent, right? So he covers the groundwork. Varane does the head work and things like that. But I still wouldn't take him out there at this point of time. He's key to our defense.
Okay, Omar Ashraf, no lah. Fred is a liability lah. Okay, yes, he's a liability if he don't have his Brazilian passport. Casemiro took his passport lah.
No, but you also need to be fair, right? In the last few games when he has played well. It is we cannot say just because he had one bad game yesterday. He's been poor all the while. He's been having good games, and we need to see why. Because he had Casemiro dictating the play at the back, right? Really intercepting and dictating play, allowing him to move forward. But yesterday, when he's sorry
to interrupt you. But yesterday, from what I see, right, it's not so much. I mean, yeah, of course, Casemiro unlocks. I mean, not only Fred, even Bruno, plays pretty much everybody, even our strikers and whatnot. But then yesterday, right, Fred's performance yesterday, I would say, right, affected by Casemiro maybe 20-30%. The balance of the simplest stuff, the way that, when he's committing for a challenge against the opponent and whatnot, right, he's like hesitant. Do you actually see that? He was like,
I agree, but you see where he had the best performance, or which part he performed well yesterday when he was up front, where he actually got some shots on target, right? Where you saw him struggle was where he had to do that kind of defensive leg work and that kind of intercepting. That's where he struggled, right? So I think that's why when Casemiro plays with him, he gives them the license to really forget about their defensive work. He does strike back occasionally, but he's more attacking, and he seems better in that position as compared to when he has to do. So yesterday, he and Sabitzer both had to do that kind of defensive work, and he looked very uncomfortable.
Okay, Bradley mentioned Sabitzer, Salt Bay, Casemiro, Pepper Bay, Maguire, Parking Bay. This guy is fantastic. Okay, this comment by Justin Chon. Okay, Jai, you jawab ni. Okay, why not Garnacho as striker and Rashford on the left? Bench Weghorst. Apa pendapat you? So instead of Garnacho left, Rashford on the left pula.
Garnacho striker. Tak kot. Tak boleh kot. Sebab kalau kita tengok Garnacho punya cara permainan pun, dia akan bergerak daripada kiri ke dalam tau. Dia akan potong kain ke dalam. So, lagi satu fizikal dia pun,
yes, correct.
It's not untuk target man, I rasa macam tak sesuai lah. Lagi satu, macam kita tengok semalam, sepatutnya macam yang Chan ada satu Chan tu, dia boleh passing je dekat Weghorst, tetapi dia buat susah untuk jaringkan gol. Tetapi tak dapat jaringkan gol. Kalau dia dah matang, dia akan buat keputusan pass pada Weghorst. So dekat sini, dia bukan sebab kita memang tak ada pilihan lain selain menggunakan Weghorst. Itu saja. Kalau last option pun kita boleh pakai Maguire. Itu saja option dia. So sebab betul apa saya cakap? Sebab
tapi kalau bandingkan Maguire, Weghorst kan, pendapat saya lah, Maguire punya header lagi padu daripada Weghorst lah. Pendapat saya, aerial challenge dia, header dia, I rasa lagi padu.
Dom, kejap. Header ke mana? Ke gol dia orang ke gol kita? Tu kena tahu.
Orang lah.
Takut ke gol kita pula.
Okay, comment by Josh. Sabitzer is a fantastic supplier, smart footballer. Yes, he's a gem lah. Again lah, Josh, I'm saying I would prefer him over FDJ lah. Okay, from what I see, right, I think he will be a better fit lah. Okay. Okay, we got comment here. Rustani Samsudin. Okay, selamat datang. Salam GGMU guys, aka Tangan Hitam FC. Okay, member ni tadi dia join live kita kat TikTok. Semalam juga join kita live kat TikTok. Banyak-banyak komen yang padat, yang kena lah, komen yang bagus daripada Tangan Hitam FC. Okay, selamat datang ke platform YouTube kita. Okay. Okay, Kieran mentioned, okay, Luke Shaw is not as good as Martinez. Okay, definitely if you're talking about the centre-back position. But if you're trying to occupy the CDM position, okay, the best fit, for me personally, I would think Martinez will of course be better there compared to Lindelof. So leaving the space in the left centre-back for Luke Shaw. Edric mentioned, Fred isn't bad but not better than the other choices at midfield.
Yeah, but the problem is now we have no choices in midfield now. A lot of injuries, right? So we don't have that much options.
Omar Ashraf, one bad game, Doc, he can become prime Ronaldinho today and he'll be Fred the next day. I mean, yesterday he had quite a number of chances in front of goal. Okay, betul tak, Jai? Depan goal tu memang I rasa ada 2-3 chance kot. Dia sepak dengan tangan kiri, lembab gila tu, lembab gila.
Ada sekali minit ke 88. Dia betul-betul dekat depan goal post. Tetapi dia terkena dengan di-block oleh defend. So sebenarnya dia ada chance. Tapi cuma untuk duty as a ganti Casemiro, dia tak yelah, daripada last season before pun kita tahu dia punya cara, dia punya duty untuk intercept apa semua, dia lemah kat situ masalah dia. Sebab tu kita ni memang perlukan Casemiro dan another player yang quality macam Casemiro.
Yes.
Quality macam Casemiro. Macam contoh, I bagi.
Jangan cakap nasi. I dah bosan dengar Doc setiap hari cakap nasi. Declan Rice. Ini West Ham punya fan, United punya fan.
But think about it, if we had Rice, right? With Casemiro gone, we still got a backup.
So why not Jude Bellingham? Jude Bellingham can actually take the role up well, I think.
Jude Bellingham, yeah. But I still feel Jude Bellingham is better going forward.
Okay. So, wait, let me see. Okay, we got a comment. Muizi Alpha, Garnacho is too fragile kalau nak main striker. Okay, agree. Sebagaimana yang Jai cakap tadi. Okay, Adam Ko. If Sabitzer can give positive impact, let him sign permanent contract. Still 28, same with Bruno. Totally agree. Don't have to chase. Don't have to waste.
But he's not for sale, right? I don't think Bayern has given the option.
Go after this, man. I mean, assuming that if the player is happy, he's actually improving. The fans love him. Why not? He can actually draw mahal, man. He can actually.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I think the reason Bayern loan him out is because he's not in the starting 11. But I don't think they also see the potential.
Tambah sikit dong. Tambah sikit.
Sila.
Kalau kita menang lepas ni, sebab kita punya owner Arab, kita akan dapat sebiji kereta semua.
Ya, ini Doc cakap dia tak tahu. Okay, kalau you Bayern Munich, yelah, you jual mahal ke apa. Tapi I bagi you 200 juta. 200 juta untuk Sabitzer. You tak nak ke, Doc? You tak nak ke? Of course not 200
juta.
I bagi you 80 juta. 100 juta. You mesti ambil, mah. Ini modern day football semua pasal duit saja. Okay, confirm settle. Janji player happy, Manchester United happy, Eric Ten Hag happy. Semua jalan.
Problem then you pay 200
exaggerating lah, Dog. I'm just exaggerating.
Yeah, then you get like our 80 million price tag will be weighing on your shoulders.
No problem.
Tambah sikit.
All the players, all right. After this, the wages all will increase. Everybody's wages all will be increased, to even out everything.
Now we got Ronaldo rule, what? The maximum 200,000, right?
Once the new owner come in, because I think they cap it at 100 mil, 100,000 per week, right? Once the new owners come in, it's going to be 500,000, man. Everybody, even Phil Jones.
There goes the Ronaldo effect, is it?
Tambah sikit.
Ya, Jai.
Kenapa Bayern Munich lepaskan Max Scherzer pergi ke Manchester United? Sebab dia tidak ada tempat dekat sana. So kalau dekat Manchester United dia ada tempat, dia ada masa untuk main, dia memang sangat akan pergi. That's why dia pergi ke Manchester United. So tak ada dia masalah. Dengan kaya, dengan bagi masa untuk dia main, Max Scherzer akan datang ke MU. Terus terang.
Okay, Brian,
tak perlu ditong.
Declan Rice equals to really overrated.
Sure or not? Has he been watching the Has he been watching Declan Rice play or not? Come on.
No, because
You
we
can't
only
say
watch
he's
United
overrated.
games. Come on, are you a West Ham fan or are you a Manchester United fan? This is
I happen to see these games now on
This is Jom
TV.
United, not Jom West Ham. Okay, no. Okay. Justin Sean
Oh,
mentioned
when
Jom,
it's John Sevilla, we could do it, is it?
that one wasn't released lah.
Yeah, I
No,
just
but
want to
just-
take this opportunity to wish my nephew a happy birthday lah. United fan as well.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Mr.
Okay.
Akash. So he's
Love
taken.
United, recognize potential. Anthony Martial, number 9. Okay, give me your address. I send you a
He's
jersey.
taken after his uncle lah.
My brain. No, you haven't support Bukit Tinggi. You don't listen to your uncle. This uncle sometimes a bit cracko one. No lah, he's cool lah. He's my buddy lah. Okay, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, Justin Sean.
Happy
No,
birthday.
I'm surprised, but the result is still same lah. Still fat, still fat. Okay, Edric mentioned Jude Bellingham. No way he comes to Man United. I think he wouldn't. Hey, come on lah. Again, back to what I say lah. Okay, he's in Borussia Dortmund. Money, everything is money, dude. Money, dude. You give him the money, he will tell you he's a United fan since he was like bloody, like what? How many months or whatnot? It's all about money, dude. It's all about money.
Dom, you stop counting your chickens before they hatch lah. After
Hey,
Glazer,
no.
we decide not to sell.
The news now is like there's even more, there's even more like crazy investors from the Middle East want to buy over United. There's another guy, right? I read just now on Twitter. Yesterday they were talking about this Said Al Tamimi, right? His net worth is 335 billion. This other dude, 450 billion. Dude, 400, even my bloody wallet now don't have 400 bucks. 450 billion. 450 billion. Come on, dude. 450 billion, right? We can actually buy Casino. We pay 100 million for him and we sell to Arsenal for $1. We can do that, man. We can do that. Just to flex our muscles, okay? Edric mentioned, coach is speaking facts. Yes, it's all money. It's all money. All right. The days of passionate passionate players or whatnot is long gone now. Okay. The thing is, I want to ask you guys, you want Man United to be back where we were last time in the next 1-2 seasons, or you want to wait another 20 years? Hopefully something might click. I'm sick and tired of, every season we'll be arguing among us fans, talking about, this game, we should do this. We want this play. We want, the owners. No, enough of that, man. It's time for us to talk about the titles that we're going to collect, this trophies that some like Carabao Cup, we don't want, we give other people, that kind of ego. I'm an egoistic guy. I want that back, I want that back. Okay. So that's my thing. Okay, Justin, dan janji masa FC pun RIP. No lah. After this, I tell you, his wages is going to go skyrocket lah. One of the reasons these Qatarians so want to come and buy is because of Anthony Martial. Okay, insider tip lah.
They do what? They're paying your hospital bill, is it?
Majority of it goes to the hospital. I think the Qatarians after this, they'll build a hospital just for him. The doctors all will just attend to Anthony Martial. Okay.
Figure out how to make him play more than 10 minutes.
Casado, he's a United fan. Yeah, I think I read a tweet last time. He actually mentioned that he would want his next career option. He wants to play at United. But then again, when Arsenal came hunting for him, he also want to jump ship to Arsenal and stuff like that. So I don't know. So again, it all comes down to money, because Arsenal wanted to pay like how much money for him and whatnot. So nowadays it's hard to say lah. Okay, Adam Koo, if new owner from Qatar step in, bring in Mbappe plus Rashford. We don't need Mbappe. We don't need Ninja Turtle. We don't need Ninja Turtle. We got Rashford can already. Rashford and Garnacho. Okay. Okay, Edric mentioned, Doc, there's a reason why Nasit's team is close to relegation.
That's because that's because they got more yes, dude.
Okay, Sujay mentioned, if new owner comes, buy Haaland lah. Enough 200 million, not a big money for Qatar, guys. Erling Haaland into Manchester. That would be interesting, serious. That would be interesting lah.
Erling Haaland bukan main dengan Liga Perdana.
This is a good point. Can you please read this one out loud?
If Declan Rice isn't English and 100 mil, would he be rated better?
Of course, I agree. The only reason everybody says he's overrated is because West Ham and put him 100 million. That's the only reason.
The only reason why.
Oh my God, I'm sounding like a broken record now. I'm going to change now. I'm going to start supporting no more DDG. I support Martinez and I support maybe Weghorst or somebody.
No, the reason why for me Declan Rice is overrated, why David De Gea is overrated, is because of Doc. He can't stop every single day. Messages about Didi. Never stop. Serious.
You all are just being nasty, you know.
If you mention something about DDG or Nasi or what, the guy will go ape crazy, man. You hantam you upside down, inside out, man. Serious. Okay. Brian Lee, I want an owner who has more money than I have had. Okay, all right. Okay, serious question. Okay, Omar Ashraf. Okay, Doc, don't you think if the Super League is on, suddenly Glazers decide not to sell the club? All right, Super League. All right, I think now that
the Super League is dead and gone lah. After
no,
the
it's back. There's a new thing. I think I read before we came live just now that there's some kind of new league to replace the Super League, whereby you have like 20 to 30 teams. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. So there's a possibility that the Super League will return, especially with Man City and the trouble that they are right now, probably facing relegation or kicked out of the leagues in the English, the UK and whatnot, right? So they will have to turn to this type of form of leagues or super leagues and whatnot for them to be relevant, you know. So maybe what do you guys think? Jai, apa pendapat you?
Super League. Saya cakap kalau dari segi apa yang diorang plan dengan apa yang fan nak, mungkin tak jadilah kan, sebab bola mesti ada fan. Kalau tak ada fan, even you punya owner nak buat something yang different, but then pada I that's not bagus lah untuk tim-tim yang macam yang bukannya duduk dekat back four kan, yang kaya. So tak ada apa yang sebab I tak dengar rumours pun sebenarnya. I tak tahu pun pasal ni, sebab sebelum ni memang ada tapi dia dah stop. And then suddenly hari ni baru dengar pasal Super League ni. So
Super League is just for people who wants to make money. Ini pasal duit lah. Memang pasal duit lah kan, Jai. Semua pun pasal duit.
Ya, tapi but then kita macam contoh lah, owner kita daripada daripada Qatar nak beli. So kita dah tak perlukan dah league-league ni semua sebab kita dah kaya kot. Buat apa? Betul tak?
Tapi kalau semua tim pergi Super League macam mana? Kita kaya pun kita tak ada orang nak main bola pun koyak juga, bro.
Betul lah tu.
Okay, let me see. What other comments? All right, one more comment. All right, Edric mentioned, okay, the Arab investors, if he buys United cannot play in Champions League. Some rule about one owner, one club can only compete. Arab investor owns PSG, I think. But I think if they were to come in, it will be just a small percentage only. You just want to hold a small percentage lah. So I don't think that would be an issue if I'm not mistaken. All right, so guys, maybe a quick one before we end our live today. We're already past 45 minutes. All right, so score predictions for our game, our reverse fixture against Leeds this weekend, Doc.
Well, going to be a high scoring game lah. I would say 3-2 United. And just to rub it in, the winner in the 93rd minute, 90 plus 3 lah.
You actually went for 3-2 lah, so not confident of clean sheet lah, Doc.
Because I want to make it like end-to-end stuff again lah, dude. But I'm very sad lah. Double game week and DDR didn't get one clean sheet. Both home games, so damn it.
These guys, this
FPL
guy, right? Okay, this FPL Premier, Fantasy Premier League, right? So this. They are all hypocrites. Oh, alang United fan. Last season, everybody choosing Salah. Everybody captaining Salah.
Salah is Salah lah. Now
Salah is Salah. This season is Salah. Okay, Jai, prediction.
But DDG is the immovable object in FPL, dude. I think that's why I'm always relegation positions lah. No clean sheet bonus.
Excuses.
Kalau kita tak melakukan individu mistake and then kita cepat panas, bukan lambat panas, macam semalam kita lambat panas, and then gunakan peluang yang ada, kita boleh menang 2-0 dekat tempat orang, walaupun kat tempat orang. Sebab semalam game kita ada attack, kita ada chance, kita ada peluang, ada momentum, tetapi ada mistake individu dan lambat panas, so kita bukan kalah, kita draw. But then kita semalam main cuma 20 minit saja untuk dapatkan 2 gol. So kalau kita main betul-betul, Manchester United main betul-betul dengan adanya benda-benda tu semua tak ada, kita boleh menang 2-0. Okay. Harry Maguire 1, Lindelof 1.
Is Martial back for the game or not?
I don't know, man. I don't think so lah. But Kieran,
then we had to go with Martin's comment lah. 7-2 United, Weghorst hat-trick.
Hedrick mentioned 3-1 United. Omar mentioned Leeds 3 United. Hey, come on lah,
Silap
brother.
typing code, Omar.
Ini JomUnited bukan Jom Leeds lah, wey. Okay. Martin mentioned 7-2 United Weghorst hat-trick. Come on, bro. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. If he really... Okay, let's not talk about hat-trick lah. If Weghorst actually scores this Sunday lah, okay, I'll do a forfeit lah. Whatever you want, I'll do a forfeit lah. Okay, I'll do a forfeit.
I think if Weghorst scores, you must go ball.
Not ball lah. If United win the league, okay, easy lah. Okay, if United get top 4, if United win the FA Cup, if United win the Carabao Cup, and United win Europa, I go ball. Okay, I'll go ball.
Either one, is it?
No lah, not either one. 3 lah. 3 out of 4 lah.
Oh, either one lah. Come on, coach.
Either one,
I will start growing my hair.
Win the Carabao Cup lah. Okay.
Dom, tambah sikit Dom.
Okay. Sila.
Okay. Jangan kutuk yang pakai iPad tu sudah. Jangan kutuk yang pakai iPad tu sudah.
Tak, kita kena ban coach daripada guna earphone. Kalau you nak coaching itu, jangan guna earphone. Kenapa? Pasal Ralph Rangnick ajar dia. Tipu lah.
Jaris nak kalah malam.
Okay, for myself, I think we'll do a 4-0 lah. 4-0 victory lah. I think Eric Ten Hag is super pissed off. He's going to school the players upside down. He's going to drill them somehow. I think the players will turn up lah this Sunday, right? It's going to be a 4-0. 4-0. We're going to steal off this lah. Okay, last comment. Omar Ashraf, I'm a realistic fan lah. The schedule is super. Casemiro is very good lah. Martin, if Weghorst scores this Sunday, Dom, you need to leave Martin. Okay, fine. But if he doesn't score, what are you going to do? Ada echo. Someone got echo. Okay. So Martin, what are you going to do? Alright, you reply in Telegram group lah. Reply in Telegram. What you are going to do if Weghorst doesn't score? Alright, we got to do some kind of call. Let's make this clear, alright. So guys, we're at the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us. Alright, you please like and subscribe. And this time, don't forget, join us on TikTok. We're also quite active on TikTok. Alright, we'll be live pretty much daily on TikTok 9:30 p.m. Alright, just for a short period of time. Alright, so thank you so much. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Good night.
Jangan pergi gua.